mahabhutanyahangkaro buddhir avyaktamev cha indriyani dashaikam cha panchachendriya gocharaah ichha dvesha sukham dukkham sanghataschetana dhritihi etat kshetram samasena savikaram udahritam. The five great elements: false ego, intelligence, the unmanifested, the 10 senses, the mind, the 5 sense objects, desire, hatred, happiness, distress, the aggregate, the life symptoms and convictions. All these are considered in summary to be the field of activities and its interactions. So here Krishna is giving the analysis of this field in the most basic constituents. We cannot tell the body is made of some proteins, amino acids, DNA, RNA. This is also not fundamental explanation. Fundamental means those things which are making the smallest building blocks of the body, not the cells but even the atoms. Within the atom, all these elements are present. Which are those elements? Panchabhutani, the 5 great elements: earth, air, water, fire, sky. We have discussed how fire within the atom has been discovered in the form of nuclear energy. Now if the science advances, they might be able to discover other elements also. The water and space, ether, air, everything they can find. It may not be present in the form we perceive it here. Fire is present in subtle form, fire is present in gross form. And we can understand now, just like the induction cookers are there now. There is no visible fire, but you can cook your food. It means that heating element, that fire, is present in invisible or subtle form. In this way, fire can be present in many forms, but it is present there. In a similar fashion, within the atom also, water, sky, ether, everything is present. And intelligence is also present, mind is also present. And false ego, another energy which makes us believe I am the body, that is also present within the atom. So 5 plus 3 subtle: mind, intelligence and false ego, man, buddhi, ahankara. These are the 8 elements. Then 10 senses, 5 knowledge acquiring senses: eyes, nose, skin, tongue. These are called knowledge acquiring senses. And then these are called Jnanendriya. Then Karmendriya means executive senses which have functions to perform, like arms and legs. These are also considered senses in the Sankhya philosophy. Arms, legs, voice, the vocal cords, genitals and anus. These form 10 senses. And there are sense objects for the knowledge acquiring senses. Vision is a sense object, taste is another sense object. So in this way, 5 sense objects. So put together, so many elements, 24 elements are present. And the aggregate, when all of these are combined together, we get this body. And when these elements interact, the result of interaction is life symptoms. Sometimes it can be visible, sometimes it is not visible. There are some bodies in which, just like earlier, the scientists were not able to understand that trees have life because they are standing at one place. They are apparently not talking, not walking, not showing such metabolisms. They thought trees do not have life. So a person may show life symptoms, may not show life symptoms. But life is different from life symptom. So the symptom of life is actually the interaction of the elements of this field. And hatred, desire, happiness, distress, all these things are created. When the sense objects interact with the senses, sometimes that is desirable, sometimes we hate it. I don't want this experience. Few things give pain, few things give pleasure. All this is because of interaction of the elements of this field. So once the living entity gets trapped in this field, then helplessly he will feel desire and hatred, pleasure and pain. And whole life one will be forced to run to increase the pleasure, to mitigate the pain. In this way, helplessly the material nature pulls the living entities. And a living entity undergoes through rigorous hard work and creates more and more desires and produces more and more bodies in this way gets trapped in the cycle of karma. So the life symptoms, happiness, distress, desire, hatred, these are all the field of activities and their interactions, even the convictions that we have. Just like a rabbit is having so much of tamoguna, as soon as it is attacked by a lion or predator, it closes its eyes when he sees no hope of running away. And then it becomes happy, thinks, oh, lion is gone, but lion is not gone, it has closed the eyes. This is called tamasic conviction. So when people drink, they want to go for some entertainment to forget the miseries of life. This is because of the tamasic conviction about life. Sattvic conviction is different. Sattvic person understands, I am not the body, I am spirit soul. So he or she is not affected by all these bodily changes, external troubles. And when a person very much advances in spiritual life, then he is least bit affected by the so-called pains of this material world. And when a person becomes a devotee, he develops the art to get pleasure from the pains inflicted by the material world. The example given is, as a mother is lifting the child in her arms, definitely the arms are feeling load, but the mother gets so much, I'll repeat, but the mother gets so much of pleasure. Even though there is some pain for the arms, but there is higher pleasure. In a similar fashion, a devotee, because his only ambition is to engage oneself in the service of God, all the pains are also very, very pleasant for the devotee. So this is the consciousness, the devotional consciousness, Krishna consciousness, which if a person acquires, yasme sthitona dukkhena guru napi vichalye. Even the greatest misery is not misery, rather that misery is transformed into ecstasy, just like the misery of lifting the baby in the arms gets transformed into ecstasy for the mother. So just imagine what is devotee's life. We should aspire and work hard to get this consciousness. And that is what Lord Krishna is kindly giving through these beautiful verses of Bhagavad Gita. Now Lord Krishna explains how a person can get to this knowledge of body and the Kshetrajna, two Kshetrajnas which are different from the body. In which school should we take admission? What is the process? What are different standards or classes by which a person elevates oneself on this platform of knowledge? That Krishna is kindly explaining now. So please hear very carefully.